Hello everybody and welcome to a recap of E3 2016. A lot happened this time. So many games were released, a bunch of hardware was released, so we're just going to talk about it. I'm going to give you some of my opinions, I'll tell you some of the release dates and some of the specs of the hardware. The first thing up is the Xbox One S. It's touted as 40% smaller as the previous Xbox One, which is quite a bit smaller, and it's supposed to be more powerful. And the small things, not like super powerful, but pretty good. It's going to go on sale in around August sometime, no official day, but it's going to start, the 2TB edition will go on sale for $399. Later in the year you can get the 1TB edition and the 500GB edition. A few things are going to be different. It's going to have no Connect in the Slim edition, but you can add onto it with the dongle and some workarounds. It's just not going to be built into the box like in the Xbox One. It says it's going to have 4K capabilities, but with the specs inside of it, people are worried if you're going to have the best quality and frame rate with it. And it's got a Blu-ray player! Yay! And in relation to Microsoft, we have the new Xbox Scorpio. And the big thing with this one, power everywhere. It's supposed to be the new powerhouse. It's going to have 4K, it's supposed to be good 4K, that can handle it for their new VR. It's going to be shipping VR ready, probably around 2017 is when people are estimating it, but there's no release date yet, no real time. Well, what's funny about the announcement of the new Scorpio is it actually shocked Sony's Andrew House, which should be the CEO of Sony. They just weren't expecting this. I mean, they're probably expecting the Xbox One S, but not two consoles at the same time, which kind of surprises me as well. Because why would they announce two consoles together? It seems kind of not intelligent to me. But they haven't really given us a whole lot of specifications about it other than it's supposed to be powerful. And also from Sony we have nothing. Nothing in the way of hardware. Even though they have talked about their new PlayStation 4 Neo, their PS4.5, whatever you want to call it, wasn't at E3. Come on Sony, what you doing? We know it's there. When are you going to show it to us? One of the things Sony said about this, the reason they didn't show the Neo, was that they wanted to focus on games more, which kind of makes sense, but everyone wanted to see the Neo. Everyone really wanted to see that. But in the little things we have seen, it's kind of a better GPU, 4K quality of course, and VR for their new PlayStation VR. And speaking of VR, there wasn't a whole lot. I mean, there was a few things, but nothing spectacular. With the Oculus, you have some different controls. I didn't really see much on this. I didn't do a whole lot of looking into it because I knew they didn't do much. And they have a few new games, which people are saying their games are getting a little darker, a little more on the creepy side, and not so much on the happy fun side with flowers and rainbows, more like this is a horror game. Nothing from the PlayStation, again, nothing from the PlayStation VR, because they didn't tell anything about hardware. But in bigger VR news, we have the Vive, which will have Fallout 4 and Doom coming to it. I didn't know about Doom until much more recently, and oh my god, Doom and Fallout 4 in VR will be amazing. I really need that. Like, I need that in my life more. And then the last company, Nintendo. And guess what they have? Nothing! They didn't really do much this year. Not much at all, really. No hardware. Nope, none. So with a good portion of the hardware out of the way, let's get talking to games. The main thing about E3, the reason we're all there. Now the first title that had a lot of people talking was Death Stranding, a game by Hideo Kojima, the man who made everything. There's not a whole lot of gameplay. There wasn't much, other than the cinematic trailer, which is terrifying and beautiful at the same time. He's holding like the little baby, and it's gone, and then it's crawling down him. He stands up. He appears to have had a C-section, so that he had the baby. I'm not really sure what's happening. Don't know what to think about it. It's going to be strange and awesome at the same time, which is what we've seen from a lot of Hideo Kojima's games in the past. It'll be coming out in 2017. No official release date, so it's kind of just up to speculation of when it'll be officially released. Next game we have up is Watch Dogs 2. Pretty fun game. Hey, the first one wasn't necessarily received well. It was kind of overhyped. People didn't like it that much. They felt the hacking wasn't as much as they wanted. But in Watch Dogs 2, there's a lot I'm looking forward to seeing. From just looking at some of the gameplay, it looks like it's gonna be really well done. So I'm excited about it, but still kind of on the down low. It looks like they've redone a lot of polish on it, did a lot of little things that they needed to do for a hacking game. There's gonna be like drones and stuff. That makes a logical next step for hacking games. You can fly your drone around, it appears, and like fly it over, like hack this camera with your drone. Now it's coming out November 15th, 2016 across all platforms. So your PS4, your Xbox One, your PC, you can get it anywhere you want. Next game we have up, which everyone is so excited for. They have hyped this game like no tomorrow, Battlefield 1. And there's two reasons I'm super excited for it. One, shoveling someone in the face from the cinematic trailer looks amazing, and I will be doing that to everyone when I play this game. Two, flying the blimp. I want to fly the blimp. Please. EA, let me fly the blimp. But with this new Battlefield, one of my worries was it's going to be different and not the same as the Battlefields I've played before, which kind of made me nervous because I liked those. I liked the feel. But from seeing the gameplay, it looks like it's going to have a classic feel in World War I styling, which is beautiful because we haven't seen a successful full AAA title of World War I yet. One thing I want to point out about Battlefield 1, from some of the gameplay I saw, the planes look kind of glitchy. It hit a windmill and froze for a second, kind of scraped across, and didn't actually like blow up or freeze or die or anything. So I'm speculating, but hopeful because I want to. And all you people out there worried about the DLCs, like, oh, they're gonna be a battle pack or whatever you call them. Yes, there will be. There will be a DLCs. There have always been DLCs. On the release, there will probably be a $60 pass. It's the way it is. Oh well, we'll get over it. And it will be coming out October 21st, 2016. Another game we have coming up is We Happy Few. This is a game I'm personally excited for. I've saw it a long time ago. I'm so happy to see some of the gameplay at E3. It looks beautiful. It's going to play beautiful. It's creepy as all get out. And I love it so much. It's going to be coming to early access on Steam pretty soon, actually. I think it's sometime in July. I think it's July 27th. Not 100% sure. I didn't check that, but I will put that down below and a link to that in the description. But it is for sure officially released in 2016 is what they're saying. And then we have another game, Quake Champions. Another Bethesda remake. What we all wanted. Pretty excited for it, actually. It looks pretty good. We've only seen a cinematic trailer. We haven't seen gameplay that I'm aware of yet, unless they just released it while I'm filming this and putting this up. If they did, bummer. But the devs have said they're going PC only at the start. They're going to focus on PC. They're going to get it up to date on that. And then they might roll it over to console. They haven't ruled it out yet, but they're focusing hardcore on PC. They're going to get it all good there, optimized. So it's going to run really well on PC. They want everyone to be able to play this. They want people who don't have the best computer to be able to play Quake Champions. I'm excited and nervous at the same time, because from what I know, the previous Quake, it was about picking up guns and using them. And this new one, it's going to have a loadout like Call of Duty, from what I've heard. And I think it's going to be okay. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. But I don't know if everyone's going to receive it in the same way. I hope it gets received very well, because I think they're going to do good on it. Another thing is it's going to try to be fighting Overwatch, which Battleborn didn't succeed in doing. So Overwatch is quite a big titan right now, and it's the same kind of game, so they got a lot to work with. It'll be coming out in sometime 2017. They don't have a date out yet, which makes sense since it's still in early development, and they don't have any gameplay out yet. And a game that didn't really get much press, but I'm super pumped for is Call of Cthulhu, because who doesn't want to see more Cthulhu games? No one really knows much. There was like a little teaser for it. It's no gameplay. There's no big cinematic trailer like a lot of them got. But it's supposed to be a AAA atmospheric horror game. So we don't know much about it, but I want to play it. It's going to be mainly a PC game. It looks pretty neat. It'll be coming out sometime in 2017. And another Bethesda game is Prey. Beautiful cinematic trailer. Loved it to death. It's a remake-ish. It's basically like a remake of Prey, the first one, but they wanted to specify that it is in no way related to Prey 2, which was cancelled by Bethesda. The first Prey was in 2006. This new one will be coming out in 2017, so it's quite a huge difference. Everyone's been really excited for it. Well, actually, people who played Prey 1 have been hyped for a long time. Prey 2 got canceled. There was a down in interest, and now it's going back up with the new release trailer, and it looks pretty well done. And from Capcom, we have Dead Rising 4. Ooh, another entry in the title. More zombie killing madness and hordes and everywhere, and running them over and creating big crazy guns. What we needed in our lives. First thing, before I really get into talking about it, I want to point out the Easter egg I saw in the trailer on his Twitter page. First game was released in 2006. Next one is going to be coming out in 2016. That's pretty creative. I gotta give him props for that. But it looks really like it's going to be well done in the classical Dead Rising way. Hordes of zombies everywhere, killing them non-stop, beating them everywhere, creating crazy creations to blow up, mangle, destroy zombies, which is what Dead Rising is. Now, what I'm really happy about is that it's going to have a 4-player co-op. I don't know if it's going to be local or online. I'm really hoping for local, because that's what we need. We need more of those. Hearing me, game developers? We need more 4-player co-ops. It's going to be coming out holiday 2016. No month, no date, no real time, but sometime in there. Black Friday. But the best thing about it is zombies absolutely everywhere, so get your chainsaws ready to start hacking them down. And from BioWare, we have another Mass Effect. Mass Effect Andromeda. Hope I'm saying that right. I really don't know. I'm speculating here. It's pure speculation, but maybe open world looking from news that we had them talking about before in some of their older talking about it, and the looks of it, it looks like it could be open world maybe, which is what a lot of people said they wanted from it, because space, open world. There's no gameplay of it, which is strange, because a lot of games recently put out their gameplay of the video at E3 because they wanted to get hype about it. There's no gameplay of Andromeda. So overall, not much is known other than it exists. It exists, it's going to be cool. It's Mass Effect, it's going to be awesome, it's going to have a good story, probably a lot of tear-jerking moments. But it's a great development team, I trust them a lot, they've never disappointed me in the past with their multiple series that they've done, all being extremely successful. And the next game is from Nintendo, the only thing Nintendo did at E3, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and oh my god, it's beautiful. It's amazing. Have you seen the gameplay? Go watch the trailer. There's gameplay of it. There's just everything. Go watch it right now. Right now. One funny thing, I was looking at Nintendo's website for their new game, Legend of the Wild, and the genre is open-aired adventure. I don't know what the heck an open-air adventure is, but it's gonna be great, and it's gonna start a whole new genre, and we're gonna have, like, tomorrow, like, indie games called open-air adventures. It's gonna be amazing. But from looking at it, the gameplay looks phenomenal. Top line, it's going to be original, enough to keep me interested in the game, but not enough that doesn't feel like Zelda. It's going to be classic, feel like I'm playing Zelda, but it's not going to be like, oh, I'm just playing Zelda again. It's going to be new, but I think it's going to be tight, and it's not going to be bleh, all over the place. And the styling of it is pretty different and pretty great. I think it's going to be a beautiful game. It's going to run really well on the Wii U. And it's like, maybe open world as well. Hey, that's a benefit. Legend of Zelda open world. I'm thinking that's what open air adventure means. Not sure. It's Nintendo. Hope for the best. And expect the worst. But I'm not expecting the worst because this is Legend of Zelda. And it looks amazing. It'll be coming out sometime in 2017. I'm expecting mid-quarters. One of the two of those. Don't know when. That's just me speculating. Hopeful. One of the last things I want to talk about is Dishonored 2. Another game from Bethesda. I didn't even cover all of them. They had so many. And it's going to be another sneaky, stealthy, multiple choice, multiple ending game that pulls your emotions in and really involves you in the game. They had gameplay up of it. They had their cinematic trailer. Beautiful game. Beautiful, beautiful game. And I was doing some research into it, and there's actually going to be a tie-in comic that was announced in 2016. And I don't know what to think about that, but I've never seen it before. It might have been done before, but I just don't know. I've just never seen it before. This is pretty interesting. Hope it's good. Looking forward to it a lot. And in case any of you are wondering, there will be a collector's edition with a pretty sweet mask. I gotta say, I'm probably gonna get that one and put that up on my shelf up there. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting it. And we do have a release date for this one. It'll be coming out November 11th, 2016. Well, that's all for the E3 recap. I probably missed some stuff that you're really hoping to find. If I did, leave a comment below, and I'd love to start a conversation with you about it and see what your opinion is. Hit that like button, give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down, depending on what you thought of this, and I will see you next time.